What's up, everybody? I'm Joshua Yale, filling in for Akeem Lawanson because he ate too much Halloween candy and got a tummy ache. And in today's fix of entertainment news, Book of Boba Fett looks like Sopranos in space. A DC movie was canceled by Darkseid, and Hocus Pocus 2 relights the Black Flame candle. Let's go. The first trailer for the Book of Boba Fett shows Boba teaming up with fellow former bounty hunter Fennec Shand to fill in the power vacuum left by the dearly departed Jabba the Hutt, and it feels an awful lot like The Sopranos in space. You'll remember the duo blasted their way into Jabba's palace and took the throne at the end of The Mandalorian Season 2, and now we'll get to see what happens when Boba attempts to use respect, dinners at big tables full of alien gangsters, and long dramatic stares to rule the galaxy's criminal underworld. The Book of Boba Fett taking on a different tone than we're used to seeing in Star Wars makes a lot of sense. The Mandalorian leaned into the space western vibe, the upcoming Ahsoka show seems like it's going to be more space samurai, and this series is going the way of the space godfather.
I'm here to make a proposal that's mutually beneficial.
Honestly, that's a bit of an unexpected approach for Disney to take with Boba Fett. He's the most badass gunslinger in the Star Wars universe, but this series is going to challenge him by asking him to holster his laser guns for a little bit and use his reputation as an infamous bounty hunter to make himself into something more. It's something Darth Maul tried to do in the Clone Wars series. Is running a crime syndicate the only career path for badass Star Wars characters who died in a lame way and came back in a spin-off show? I guess so. But don't worry, Boba Fett won't be spending the whole show making offers you can't refuse. As the trailer shows off, he'll still get the chance to cut loose by cutting up some space thugs. But what do you think of our first look at the Book of Boba Fett? Are you down with this Jabba ghoul? Let us know in the comments. And prepare to watch the show on Disney Plus when it hits on December 29th. Director Ava DuVernay has finally spoken up about why her DC movie The New Gods was canceled. Chatting with Andy Cohen on his show, the Wrinkle in Time director had this to say.
No, I just like DC Comics. And so, my overall deal is at Warner Brothers and DC is at Warner Brothers. So once I got to Warner Brothers, I was like, I'm going in that vault and I'm looking at what y'all got. And I loved New Gods, which is the project that got axed. The studio decided that they did not want to pursue a certain part of that comic world based on some things that were going on with another film in that world. Okay. So before I even was able to kind of complete my script with Tom King, they axed it.
The other film in that world she mentions is, of course, Zack Snyder's Justice League. As reported when The New Gods was canceled back in April, the Snyder Cut brought New Gods villain Darkseid to the forefront in a big way, and the studio decided they didn't want to double down on the cosmic characters of Jack Kirby's Fourth World. DuVernay was co-writing the New Gods script with comic scribe Tom King, who was no doubt pulling in elements from his Mr. Miracle run with Mitch Gerads, including Scott-Free, Big Barda, and other New Gods. There goes our one chance to see Darkseid double dipping while eating from a veggie tray. Fans of DuVernay may find some solace in the fact that she has not one, but two more comic book projects in the works. An adaptation of Naomi for the CW and DMZ for HBO Max. And finally, Disney delivered a Halloween surprise for fans of the cult classic movie Hocus Pocus by revealing new details for the long-awaited sequel. A short teaser featuring a freshly relit black flame candle shows off the spooky new logo. And a plot synopsis describes how the three witches make their return after exploding into dust at the end of the original film. Apparently, three high school girls in modern-day Salem resurrect the Sanderson sisters once more and have to stop them from taking their revenge once more. The first film did end on that cliffhanger with the creepy eye book still being alive, so really, this was all set up 28 years ago. The original witch trio of Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy will be reprising their roles, and Disney announced 11 new characters joining the cast. Hocus Pocus 2 will put a spell on you on Disney Plus next fall. And that was your entertainment fix. I'm Joshua Yale, and thank you so much for watching. Now that you're all caught up on the news, check out what's new to Netflix in November. Download the IGN app on all your devices, and for all things everything else, IGN.com.
Jabba ruled with fear. I intend to rule with respect.